Jeremy Freeman from Freeman Formula, and it's my mission to help you become more extraordinary. And okay, so this week, okay, this is the last day of our first 7 days here of building your magic wand, building your purpose, and making it nice and strong. And again, with that magic wand is that strong, empowering image of you, okay, that empowers you to be your absolute best every day. Okay, so again, in building this, you want to make sure that you are consistently engaging your mind every day, focusing on that image, that idea, okay? Because just like if you're lifting weights or if you're exercising your muscles, every time that you stress it, okay, put some tension on it, okay, you're cultivating growth, okay? So your mind requires also that same type of exercise. So your exercise for your mind every day is to use your imagination, okay, and pull in some emotion, okay, and really daydream and focus on where you're headed and where you want to be. Okay, the clearer your vision, okay, the more senses you put to it, the quicker we're going to get there. And a lot of people say, well, this picture, this idea of me is so far beyond where I can be in 42 days. And that may very well may be the case, okay, but I want that image of you to be you at extraordinary, well beyond where you may be in 42 days. Some of you may be able to achieve in 42 days. I don't know, okay? But I do know this, that if you build this and you see this, okay, and you know it, okay, it becomes part of you, okay, the amount of change that you're going to make in the next 42 days is going to be so much more than you've ever made before, getting toward any goal you've ever made before, okay? So you're going to make incredible progress, okay? So you may not be there in 42 days, but again, this is just starting out, okay? This goes well beyond 42 days, okay? This is just implementing a system for 42 days that you can implement over and over again until, again, you become that extraordinary you, okay? So again, it may not be in 42 days, but you will make incredible progress by implementing this purpose. Now, so we talked about purpose all week long and building that strong purpose, that big picture. But let's talk about small purpose. Okay, let's just start with small details. Let's talk about just displaying purpose in the small things that you do. Now I speak to a lot of different audiences. A lot of times I speak to kids at schools and things like that. And and one of the things I talk about is, a lot of times when you talk about purpose to kids, they're like, this is I'm not getting this. It goes right over the head. And so instead what I talk about is just having purpose, in the small things that you do day in and day out, okay? So, the way you implement this is like this, and this is what I want you to start to do. Okay, I want you to start asking yourself, what is my purpose, okay, today, going into this workout? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to do differently than I've done before? Okay, what do I want to do better than I've done before? Okay, and then and again, focusing on what my purpose is in this moment or in this next task that I have, at work, or maybe you're just doing the dishes. Okay, my purpose right now is to make every single movement count. Okay, so that I get this done fast, efficiently, and quick. Okay, so again, when your actions are very deliberate with purpose, okay, you get things done more efficiently and faster. So one of the examples that I use, I'll always ask kids, what do you do? What's your or even adults, what are what are the jobs that you're in? What do you do for a living, or what would you like to be for what would you like to have for a career, those type of things. And a lot of the kids will say, well, I work at a grocery store, and I'm like, what do you do? I stock shelves, I bag groceries, things like that. And so I use the example of bagging groceries because it's a really good one, because although bagging groceries is probably not anybody's purpose in life, okay? It's just something that you're going to do now to get you to where you want to be. But if you display purpose in the small things you do, okay, displaying that purpose will bring you new opportunity, okay? Let me explain. So let's say that you go to work, okay, let's say you have that job, as a grocery store bagger, but you go and, of course, most kids I talk to, they'll be like, they can't wait to get out of there, so they have a 4 or 5 hour, shift. And during that time, usually what they're doing, they're focusing on, getting out of there and going home and playing their Xbox or going and see their boyfriend or their girlfriend or anything but what they're doing. They can't wait to get out of there. And all of you have probably seen these people. They put your milk on top of your eggs and they're unaware of what they're doing. They look miserable and you can tell they can't wait to get out of there. Now, if you were to just change that around real quickly, okay, and you were to say, you know what, I'm gonna display some purpose in my job here today. Okay, I'm going to, instead of just going through the motions and thinking about everything else that I could be doing, I'm going to focus on what I am doing, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. Okay, I'm going to make sure that today when I grab groceries, I'm going to make sure that I'm very efficient in what I do and where I put the groceries and what goes in what bag. And my mission is to make every single person, okay, that goes through my line smile. I'm going to say something nice to them. I'm going to smile at them, and I'm going to make them feel good that they shop at this store today. Okay, and I'm not going to just bag this teller's groceries. I'm going to bag this teller's groceries and also the other one. So 3 of them. That's my challenge. I'm going to really challenge myself today, and I'm going to have purpose in every movement that I have. I'm going to smile. I'm going to make people smile. Okay, and I'm going to do this for the next 4 or 5 hours of my shift. Okay, now if you went into the shift and you displayed purpose in every action that you had, okay, and your purpose was to do those things that I just talked about, just think about how much more you'd get done. Okay, think about how much faster the time would go by and how much fun you'd have doing it. Okay, it is fun displaying purpose. Okay, because most people don't do that. Okay, they don't do that. But you want to know what? When you see somebody that does, I've actually hired people, okay, to work for me before because I've seen them display this type of purpose. Okay. So what happens is when somebody displays that type of purpose, it brings them new opportunities. So what's going to happen is that person, that is displaying purpose, bagging those groceries, somebody's going to see them and say, wow, that kid, really is, different. I want that person working for me. And again, it might bring you to new opportunity. Okay, when you display purpose consistently over and over again in all the small things you do, it will bring you new opportunity. And of course, it brings excitement and change, okay? Okay, well, change can be very exciting. And of course, when you start focusing on that magic wand that we talked about, it's going to create change, okay? It's going to cultivate change, and it's going to get exciting. So again, let's start displaying purpose in all of the small things that we do every single day, okay? In all of our smaller actions. Ask yourself, what is my purpose right now? Okay, and how can I be my absolute best right now? Okay, in my job, okay, in my relationship, in my conversations, okay? If you're getting on the phone, what's my purpose in this conversation right now? Okay, that's what you want to think about. That's what you want to focus on, and being aware of all those small situations throughout your day, okay, and put purpose into those situations. Okay, when you live with purpose, okay, it elevates everything, okay? Life becomes rewarding and it becomes exciting, okay? Purpose is what drives life, okay? It drives success. True success is driven by purpose. One of my favorite sayings is success is never an accident, okay? It's never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. Okay, skillful execution. That again is implementing purpose. Okay, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Let me say that again. The vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Okay, you're going to have obstacle after obstacle. Okay, there is every day there will be an obstacle. I want you to embrace each challenge, each obstacle. Okay, don't see it as an obstacle. Again, you can change the way you think about things. Some people, when they get an obstacle, like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. Okay, and it pulls them off track and they never get back on track again. Don't let that happen to you. Okay, every single time you have a challenge, embrace that challenge. Okay, embrace that obstacle, and you find a way, okay, to go over it, around it, under it, or whatever it takes for you to move forward, okay? Are you going to make mistakes? Are you going to fall off track every now and again? Absolutely, okay? That's part of the journey. It's part of the journey, okay? But what I want you to do is, number one, display purpose in your every action. Ask yourself, what is my purpose right now, okay? In all these small situations, start doing that today, okay? And again, success is not an accident, okay? We're here to be successful, to be our absolute best, to be extraordinary. You are extraordinary, okay? Inside and out, you're extraordinary. You have to know it, you have to see it, okay? But first you gotta build it, okay? If you don't have that clear vision of where you wanna be, then it's gonna take a while to get there. Think about, you've all heard the example in goal setting of having that dartboard in front of you and you're trying to hit the bullseye, okay? If you have a blindfold on, okay, and somebody turns you around, okay, and says, okay, now hit the bullseye, okay, you're probably never going to be able to hit that bullseye because you can't see what you're shooting at. Okay, you can't see it. Okay, you have to be able to see that clear vision of where you want to be. So again, if you can see that bullseye, okay, and it's very clear to you and you're leaning in and it's getting clearer and you keep shooting at it, you're going to hit it quicker. You're going to get there that much faster. Okay, you want to zone in on it, focus on it, okay, every day, all day long. Use your imagination, cultivate emotion, okay? Create that strong purpose that drives you to have purpose-driven behavior. That's where we're headed next. This next week, we're going to talk about purpose-driven behavior, okay? Now, if you didn't do your work this week, then next week's not going to make that much sense because you can't have purpose-driven behavior without purpose. So again, we're going to have this large, strong purpose, this magic wand idea image. Okay, if you were extraordinary, okay? And again, we're going to display purpose in our every single action. Remember, everything counts, okay? Control the things you think and how you think. Make them positive and empowering, okay? Make the words that come out of your mouth positive and empowering. And your actions, okay? Display purpose in your every action. Let's do this. Let's get into next week with purpose-driven behavior. I'm excited to get this going.